The transitional age youth are youth that have been kind of ignored. They kind of get forgotten about after they turn 18. They're kind of like, it's your turn to just go out on your own, and that's not always successful for them.
What we know about the youth that we work with is that many of them don't have the support of family or extended family when they turn 18. They all struggle with making what is the right choice for them.
The majority of the youth has probably been out homeless for about 1 to 2 years. From our experience, the longer you are homeless, the harder it is to transition back. To them, they have their own little world where it's, my needs are today. I need to eat today. I need to shower today. I need to feel safe today. And if I don't have that, how can I be expected to even think about tomorrow or next week, nevertheless next year?
My name is Desiree, and my mom, I was staying with my mom for a while in and out of shelters. She left San Diego. So what happened was I had to try to do things on my own. I was feeling really, really depressed and down until I used my resources and somebody had connected me with Tay Academy.
One of the things that we were seeing was that there were a high percentage of youth. They weren't able to find a job or keep a job, and they really weren't able to maintain a household. And that's really where the idea of Tay Academy came about for San Diego Youth Services.
When the community of San Diego realized that their 18-year-olds were falling through the cracks, they got together as a community.
What we looked to do in the planning process was to bring together folks from the community who are very interested and passionate about supporting transition-age youth and transition-age youth themselves, bring them to the table to get a better sense of what they needed.
It begins on kind of more of a feeling level rather than a goal level where goals are superimposed by somebody else.
You know, a lot of services are built around a traditional model like case management. And we hear from youth, I don't want to be managed.
Just because I want somebody to get a job, to get, be prepared for life, to get all these independent, living skills, doesn't mean that they're ready for that. Our approach here is to kind of let them go at their own pace, and they really appreciate that.
They're coming in here, with no guidance. They're struggling with a lot of life issues. They're feeling like, hey, I don't want to deal with a social worker, or I don't want to deal with all the paperwork. So we like, hey, just come in, and you just conversate with them. You get to know them. You build a trust.
This is a safe zone for kids to come. When they're out on the street and they have nowhere to go and they have nothing to do, this is a safe zone for them to come. They're protected right here.
We have youth that have been on probation, youth that are currently homeless, youth that are in foster care, that former foster care.
To one person it's shelter, to another person it's resources, and to another person it's friends that they've made here.
It didn't really take long for me to open up to people because I felt like, okay, well, I trust them. They're helping me with certain stuff. They're like another family to me.
Another important piece that we heard from youth was they were saying, I want to see how I can make my life better in a year. I want to hear from some of my peers who've walked in my shoes and are doing a lot better than they were doing a year or two ago.
When they walk in the door and they see somebody that has been through some of the same experiences that they've been through, it makes all the difference in the world, not only in terms of establishing rapport, but also giving them a sense of hope.
You could say a youth support partner might have been part of the agency, San Diego Youth Services, or they've been homeless or something like that. I feel it's very valuable, and it's very part of the philosophy of Tay Academy.
On the streets in this world, a lot of us don't know how to handle certain things, certain situations. The background that you may have might not have taught you the best choice for you. We can help you find your own solution.
I like coming here to use the computer to apply for jobs and use my resources and talk to the connections coaches about certain stuff that I need help with, like my resumes and helping me find a job and everything like that.
And it's the role of the youth support partners to mentor the youth and to allow them to start creating a path for themselves.
When you meet these kids and you talk to them and they make that connection with you, that trust is involved in the connection. Because if they don't connect with you, they're not going to trust you.
It takes time for them to trust us, but after they do that, it's really easy for us to, try to see that we're really there for them and that we really want to help them.
It's definitely a stepping stone for them to get into other programs, whether it's a housing program or an educational program or vocational program. And we definitely work with our fellow SUIS staff to support our youth when they're ready to take that next step.
They may not be meeting the requirements for those programs, but we try to prepare them beforehand.
You get a lot of opportunities that you don't think that you would have.
Inside our agency, we have provided a continuum of care. So the idea is that they will continue to get resources and assistance as they grow through the continuum of care and become more and more independent.
Coming here to Tay Academy, being connected with Teen Options and Counseling Cove, it's a good safe haven for us, like a place that we can chill during the day, get good resources. That's why I come here as much as I can.
You have an SP walk up to you and say, "Yay, I got a job because you helped me out with my resume." Or I got somewhere to stay and lay my head. Or hey, I got into a school. A good day is when you even just see them taking a step to work on something, just a little piece of their goal.
Everybody tells me every day, "Desiree, I'm proud of you. Good job. Keep doing what you're supposed to do."
Our goal at Tay is to help these kids to get what they want to get where they're trying to go, and make it using their own mind. Our goal is to help them achieve their dreams.
We're here to help them get ready for them to be self-sufficient and to reach their highest potential.
Everyone's been through something, from me to you. Everyone responds to things differently, and I think this is an awesome program for all of us youth.
Sometimes folks think that someday there'll be a cure for this. But let me let you in on a little secret. This is completely normal. What makes the youth that we serve different from most youth is that they don't have a home base. And that's what we try to be for them, is to be that home base that they need.